Business plan or slide deck? Which should you be focusing on first as a startup founder? For decades, entrepreneurs and business owners believed they needed to focus on building a comprehensive business plan, all before taking real action. There were good reasons for that. More recently, many entrepreneurs have gone almost exclusively with slide deck, pitch decks, in place of a traditional business plan. Today we tell you everything about business plan and slide deck. Before starting this video, please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so you can get notified when we upload the next video. Number 7. Definitions: business plans versus pitch decks. A traditional business plan is a fairly lengthy text-based document. It lays out all of the parts of the business, from the corporate structure to marketing plans to startup needs and growth plans and financial forecasts for the next 5 years. Plus, the much longer-term game plan. This is typically in a Microsoft Word-style format and can easily run 25 pages. It begins with a brief executive summary, which can be 1 to 3 pages long on its own. A pitch deck is a slide-based presentation. Think PowerPoint or Google Slides formatting. Ideally, your pitch deck will run between 5 to 20 slides. It is a very short, simple, and compact version of a traditional business plan. Pitch decks emerged specifically for pitching startups to potential investors for fundraising. However, they are increasingly replacing business plans. Number 6. Uses for a business plan today. Are business plans still relevant today? Yes and no. Every business and entrepreneur should have a plan. We all know what failing to plan means. Yet, what is effective and valuable in terms of business plans may be changing and evolving. A business plan really helps you get depth and length in your plans. It gives more clarity than you could ever fit into a pitch deck. This process helps entrepreneurs really think through the details and big vision and long-term game plan. It helps you get granular with marketing plans, startup costs, cash flow needs, and financial projections. It also helps to give you a framework to start building on, as well as really thinking through a functional business model. Investors, advisors, and other key players may be completely satisfied with seeing a one-page business plan, executive summary, and bullet-pointed action plan, providing that accompanies a great pitch deck. However, there may still be some scenarios in which you will be asked for your business plan. This includes applying for some types of loans, leasing space and joining certain groups, or applying for licenses. Number 5. The pros and cons of business plans today. The advantages of business plans: being forced to think through the details, having an in-depth plan and awareness of your real needs, being able to back up the hype with something tangible, credibility with potential partners and early investors, being prepared if you are asked for it, having a comprehensive guide and roadmap to follow. The cons of business plans: chances are no one else will ever read it. Things move so fast, most may be irrelevant in a couple of months. It's a black hole for your time, energy, and momentum. Many entrepreneurs get bogged down here and miss their best opportunities. Additional expenses with negligible returns, appearing like a novice to experienced investors. Number 4. Uses for a pitch deck today. A pitch deck is for more than just fundraising. Below is a video where I cover how to create a pitch deck, fundraising process, get guidance from A to Z, materials. Our team creates epic pitch decks and financial models, investor access. Connect with the right investors for your business and close them. Pitch decks are synonymous with startup fundraising. Yet, they shouldn't be exclusively tied to fundraising activities or only when you are out there actively raising for a round. In fact, you'll find pitch decks useful from before day 1 through your exit. These scenarios include honing your initial concept and model, like with a business plan, gaining initial feedback, recruiting co-founders, enrolling advisors, hiring early and key team members, pitching investors on and offline, securing early customers and strategic partnerships through multiple fundraising rounds, getting to an exit. Number 3. The pros and cons of slide decks today. The advantages of pitch decks, expected when raising capital. A streamlined framework for creating a mini business plan, easily and efficiently updated for multiple purposes and over time. Much faster to create, more likely that you will use and refer to it often, easier to share, enables you to get down to business faster. The cons of pitch decks can be an excuse not to have a real plan of model. Dangerous gaps from not thinking through the details, not prepared when a business plan is requested, emphasis on fluff and hype versus substance, very short-term outlook. Number 2. Summary. A pitch deck is a presentation that contains 10 to 20 slides. The presentation is either sent to investors as a PDF to get them interested in taking a meeting with the entrepreneur, or used as a visual aid during a live presentation to either investors or other audiences like pitch competitions. Sometimes pitch decks are used for both. A pitch deck is meant to share information about your business. What does it serve and why? The size of the market, your special sauce, and how you will win in that space. It often lays out clear go-to market strategies and delves into some detail on future opportunities. It relies on your research of your industry and understanding of your business's plan for launch and growth. The pitch deck helps an investor see where you are going, and enables them to decide if they want to help you get there. The goal of a pitch deck is to score an in-person meeting or to kick off the conversation with an investor about joining your funding round. A business plan is a fully researched 10 to 100-page document. The document is used to store and convey in detail your business's plans for the next 1, 3 to 5 years. The business plan lays out the research you've done in your industry and competitors. It discusses your sales, marketing, and operational plans. It takes into account your financial analysis, assumptions on growth and success, and lays out a map of where your company will be and how it will get there. The business plan goes into detail of the management team and what unique skills they bring to the table. The document usually includes a significant number of charts, depictions, and pictures, but it relies heavily on text to convey the information. The business plan is used as a document that is shared with potential investors for them to use as a reference point when deciding whether or not to invest in your company. It is often used in due diligence steps in the funding process. The goal of a business plan is to lead you and your team members down the path of success over the next few years, and to show an investor how you plan to be successful with their investment. There are many advantages and disadvantages of solely running on a traditional business plan or new modern pitch deck. Trying to juggle both simultaneously can further compound the cons, distractions, and length of time before you really get into the game. Today, it seems the best prepared entrepreneurs, especially when it comes to getting funded, are those with a strong pitch deck and at least a one-page business plan and strong executive summary. Do not dismiss the importance and value of having a real plan. You could be sabotaging your own mission and future. If you plan to stay small, local business, or solopreneur forever, a real business plan is smart. Though, as the founder of a fast-moving startup that needs funding, a pitch deck can be even more important. You'll probably be moving so fast your business plan will never keep up. If you have to choose one, it should be focusing on knocking out a winning pitch deck. This process will also give you many of the answers and framework for fleshing out your real business plan. At least this way, you'll be poised to raise money and build on your team and gain early clients in the meantime. Remember that storytelling plays a key role in fundraising, and you will need capital to scale things up. This is being able to capture the essence of the business in 15 to 20 slides. Number 1. Which is more important, the slides, pitch deck, or the business plan? It can be argued that the pitch deck is more important than the business plan because it is likely to actually be seen by others. If you don't have a good pitch deck, you won't get the opportunity to talk in more detail with potential investors. You won't excite and evangelize the startup community and your early team around the company's growth, and it may ruin your ability to connect with key mentors and partners that could catapult your business. That said, with no plan, the pitch will not work. Investors see pitches day in and day out. They can sense a snake oil salesman, an impossible tech product, and an unprepared founder from a mile away. If you don't know your stuff, then the best pitch may help you get the meeting, but it won't help you get funding. That said, the plan doesn't have to be in the form of a traditional text-based business plan. All of that said, today you may not need both a pitch deck and a business plan. It depends on your business stage and what your goals are. A business plan is a thorough document that contains the plan itself. If you have the plan itself written down in a variety of documents or sources of information, then you may not need an official business plan document in the traditional sense, and at least not a 100-page one. Do let us know in the comments which one is more suitable for your business. Thanks for watching.